A local Panama City school is keeping an eye on a possible threat after a social media post caught the eye of school officials. Rutherford K-12 school principal Coy Pilson took to Twitter to inform parents of a possible threat for this coming Monday. In a voice-recorded message to parents, Pilson said the video is a student dancing with BB guns. He says at this time there's no credible threat against the school. Pilson says they, along with law enforcement, are continuing to look into the matter. He also encouraged parents to warn their kids about their activity on social media. It's estimated that more than a third of Bay District students are struggling with some form of depression, anxiety, or post-traumatic stress disorder since Hurricane Michael. Florida CFO Jimmy Petronas will be hosting a mental health roundtable discussion on Monday. The event is being held August 26th, Bay High School, where the community leaders will be there, mental health experts, all to address these issues. If you're interested in participating, you can find more information by starting with our website, mypanhandle.com.
A Marietta man is behind bars for reportedly killing his wife 2 weeks ago. He was given a $500,000 bond, meaning a chance of release. News 13's Kayla Tucker shows us why the state says this is not an option.
Authorities are releasing more information into the early morning stabbing that took place August 4th. 68-year-old Michael Dodgen reportedly rammed his car into a home on Ruddock Road where his wife and 3 children were living. Deputies say he went into the home and stabbed the woman to death. Once deputies got into the home, they say they found Dodgen standing over the victim with multiple weapons and told them to put him down.
He taunted the officers by waving the shoulder knife manner that you were going to throw it at them, and basically I told him, shoot me, shoot me.
Assistant State Attorney Bob Somothy says this act is just one reason Dodgen should be held without bond.
I think the suicide by cop request by this defendant is very disturbing. If he was to be released, there's no reason to think that's still not his mindset, and he would go to any extremes to make that happen.
Prior to the alleged stabbing, Dodgen was court-ordered to stay away from his youngest son and also away from the home for a previous child abuse charge.
Mrs. Dodgen did everything she could in the judicial system to protect her family, and they were worthless pieces of paper to this defendant.
Dodgen's attorneys argue the suspect is already being held without bond.
Dodgen is held with no bond until the resolution of that case, so he is in here without bond essentially on that prior pending case.
On Friday, Somothy motioned Dodgen be held without bond until a jury trial, and the judge agreed. Kayla Tucker, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
A grant from the state is being used right here in the Panhandle as volunteer fire departments in Calhoun County are all getting a piece of the pie. This legislation appropriation grant of $240,000 was granted to the county. Calhoun County commissioners then decided to split that up evenly between their 8 volunteer departments, totaling $30,000 each. Blountstown Fire Chief Ben Hall says they'll use this extra money to get things replaced they lost in Hurricane Michael or during cleanup.
We made a big list of things we needed. Battery-operated rescue tool, so that we could get up in buildings and get up in different situations where we didn't have to drag hoses up in there. Just some basic stuff like turnout gear, boots and gloves and stuff like that was just ruined during the storm.
Now, the remaining 7 volunteer fire departments only received about $10,000 a year from the county. This grant triples that for this year.
Another state grant making a difference for automotive students in Bay County. There were several items on the list: lights, ceiling, flooring, security systems, and technology, all in poor condition. But a nearly $900,000 grant in 2018 allowed Haney Technical Center to renovate and improve its current auto shop area. The renovation's almost complete. Based on labor market statistics, there are nearly 622 job openings in Northwest Florida for automotive technicians and mechanics, making this one of the most sought-after fields in the job search. Haney is excited to be able to help students meet the needs of the industry.
So we are very excited that we are almost done with the renovations of our auto service lab. This grant was made possible because of the support of Senator Gaynor and Representative Jay Trumbull and several other community partners. So we're very excited to have the new improvements in this lab.
A formal ribbon cutting to officially open the newly renovated auto service lab will happen in September.